I recently got a request to create a clear, step-by-step tutorial for a then and now transformation video. So here it is. To be honest, I wasn't entirely sure which kind was meant. Maps, cars, properties, or humans. I guess it's related to the celebrity then and now videos that are popular on TikTok right now. Anyway, the prompts and techniques are the same, just different wording and subjects. So I created a short demo video of a person, a 7-year-old boy becoming a tired man. I'm sure you know how and where to search for images if you want a celebrity then and now video. If not, you can search on YouTube for then and now AI tutorial. Almost every video shows the same information and starts with how to find celebrity images of all ages. I decided to use a generated character. If you have an AI influencer and want to create a then and now video for them, you can use this same technique. Instead of just making them older, you can make them younger and older. I started by creating a 7-year-old boy on Flow, hoping that if it generates the image, it will generate a video out of it. I chose this image and asked to make a 14-year-old teenage version of this boy. But as you can see, suddenly it won't work with this image, even though it generated that image. At this point, it is clear that I won't be able to generate this video with Veo 3. So, I switched to Gemini to generate the rest of the images. As you can see, the prompts are super simple. The first prompt was, boy, 7 years old, in a crowded supermarket, year 1980. Then, this boy as a 14-year-old teenager on a crowded street, year 1987. This teenager as a 21-year-old young man at a disco party, quite drunk, year 1994. And this young man as a 40-year-old man hardworking at a heavy machinery factory, looks tired, year 2013. Here are the images. I like them, and I think the character is recognizable despite the age difference. Here I tried to trick Veo 3 and asked Gemini to generate the video, but as you see, it exposed me and said that such a video can't be generated. Then I switched to Higgsfield Kling 2.5 Turbo and generated the first transformation in 3 different variations. Of course, I forgot to record that first part. But don't worry, you will see the rest and all the prompts. At this point, I actually forgot that the prompts need to be edited for each new image. The 3 prompt versions are: Option 1, the literal, direct approach, best for stability. This prompt tells the AI exactly what is happening physically. A seamless time-lapse transition of a young boy growing up into a teenager. The boy matures and grows taller. The background smoothly dissolves from a grocery store aisle into a busy city street in 1987. Photorealistic, cinematic lighting. Option 2, the narrative approach, best for style. This focuses on the vibe and era, 1980s, to help the AI blend the pixels with the right grain and color grading. Cinematic shot of a boy walking forward through time. As he walks, he ages from 7 years old to 16 years old. His clothing changes from overalls to a denim jacket. The environment shifts from a Grand Union supermarket to a crowded New York street. 1980s movie aesthetic, 35mm film grain. Option 3, the motion-first approach, best for morphing. This focuses on the camera work to disguise the morph. Slow dolly zoom out. The subject morphs from a child to a teenager. The lighting changes from fluorescent interior lights to natural daylight. The surroundings blur and reconstruct from store shelves into city buildings. High definition, smooth motion. Later, I will show you simplified versions that work well, but you have to edit far fewer details for each new generation. You will find all the prompts in the video description. For future generations, each in frame becomes the first frame. Here I switch them, delete the previous first frame, and add the new in frame. Copy the prompt and hit generate. Repeat it with the 2 other variations. Of course, you don't have to use 3 variations, I just want to find the best one. And yes, this is where I forgot to edit the prompts. But as you will see, it understands what I want very well, and I won't need to regenerate any video. Here are the generated videos. The first one looks great. The second one is also very good. And the third one is nice too. Again, switch frames, delete the previous one, and upload the new one. Copy the prompt and hit generate. Repeat with the two others. And here are the videos. All three are great. As promised, here are the simplified prompts so you don't have to edit too many details every time you switch the pair. For the first pair, it's cinematic shot of a boy walking forward through time. As he walks, he ages from 7 years old to 14 years old. His clothing changes, the environment shifts. For the second pair, cinematic shot of a teenager walking forward through time. As he walks, he ages from 14 years old to 21 years old. His clothing changes, the environment shifts. For the third pair, cinematic shot of a young man walking forward through time. As he walks, he ages from 21 years old to 40 years old. His clothing changes, the environment shifts. And here are the generated videos. I'd say they are very good. Time to put it all together, don't you think? For this, I'm going to use CapCut. Just some small tweaks for a smooth transition between clips. And here I have to cut the start of the clip. If this boy stands here without any action for longer than half a second, you can be sure that your video will be scrolled away. The video looks good. Now I want audio for it. Instead of overlaying year numbers and text, I'm going to say something very smart.
It's just a flash. Don't waste it. It's just a flash. Don't waste it. It's just a flash. Don't waste it. It's just a flash. Don't waste it.
Let's add and adjust it.
It's just a flash. Don't waste it.
And now I want background sounds and noise. A crowd in a supermarket, street noise with people and cars, a disco party background, and factory sounds. When it's all done, let's add it to CapCut and arrange it. I overlap the sound effects a bit to make sure the transition is smooth. Let's see how it looks.
It's just a flash. Don't waste it.
Here, the transition is clumsy, but there's not much I can do. And it ends too quickly. Here I can do something. I will generate a clip from the very last frame. Back to the video generator. Refine the prompt. Hit generate. And here it is. Looks good. Let's drop it into CapCut. Extend the audio and play.
Don't waste it.
And this is the end result.
It's just a flash. Don't waste it.
Not bad, except for that one clumsy transition. It might not be the clearest tutorial, considering I messed up the prompts. However, we learned that prompts don't always have to be super detailed to work. Hope this helps someone. Until the next one.